Hey guys, and welcome back to Midtown, USA. So it's day 5, early winter, and I really was not going to do a video today about the map, but when morning came, it was snowy outside. So we've got a little bit of snow down, not a whole lot, just enough to give it that winter wonderland look. And I thought I would just start a recording. You can see the finally, look at those distant mountains. That is so cool. We got snow on the mountains there. So I just thought I would fire up a quick video. Probably won't be its own video. It'll be tied in with something else. But basically, I'm just wanted to show you all what winter looked like here on Midtown. I have not done any plowing or anything. This is possibly how the snow mask is, where the road here is cleared, which is pretty cool. We can figure that the road crews have already come out here and cleared the road. So up here at the milk area, the real trigger is there where the markers are. I had booted this game up, or the map up, before I realized that I needed the placeable in there, and saved it. So I lost the placeable, so I had to put the placeable back down. And for some reason, it wouldn't let me put it there over the markers, so I just had to put it there. We did get, as you saw in the video, in the last video, we did get the bunker cleared, and I went ahead and started the conveyors over on the other bunker, the big 1.6 million liter bunker. So that's what's running there now, ticking up time, or ticking up money. But yeah, I wanted to kind of boot up the map and take a little look around at Midtown, USA in the wintertime, and kind of show off those cool mountains in the background. You remember what they looked like before the snow, and now you can see what they look like with the snow. It's a really nice, cool touch. Really does help with the complete and total immersion factor when you're playing on the map, especially when you're running around first person. You don't see where the map ends. You just see snow everywhere. You don't really know that those mountains way off in the distance there aren't a part of the map, because they're covered in snow, just like everything else. Let's see if we can't beat the truck here. Right. See down here in the farm how we've got kind of a loop around the buildings that is cleared of snow. Go ahead and get this thing filling with milk again, and look around. Got a loop here cleared. Thankfully, the loop around our fermentation silos are cleared away. Under the vehicle shed, water trailer. This loop all nice and cleared away already, thanks to the snow mask. We can simulate coming in here and doing some snow plowing where we don't have it cleared away if we want to, but a portion of the of it is already cleared away, which is pretty cool. Always like when that happens, to kind of simulate that you got road crews out on the main roads that are clearing the way. Go ahead and sell another load of milk here. But like I said, I didn't want to, I'm not going to do a whole video on this. I just wanted to do a little bit of segment. And this will make its way into a another winter video at some point. We had a great demand in compost show up last night, but we don't have any compost to sell, so that great demand is going to have to go by the wayside. Looks like we're gonna have to go care for our belts again. They stopped. They're worse than an infant. They just need constant babysitting. So we've been hard at work emptying this bunker. We have got it down to I guess the last little bit. Got 467,000 liters left in here, but we've already, I guess, sold off 1.2 million liters. You can see we're up to 101 million, almost $1,070,000 so far. We've been able to whittle away at this, you know, chunk at a time, and had to buy a couple more conveyor belts, and getting a little better with hooking these darn things up. They still seem to be a bit temperamental. As you can see, the snow is now gone. It melted off, I think maybe a day and a half ago or so. Let's check our weather forecast. See, we've got up through the 14th day of winter in the forecast. We got 2 days of rain scheduled the next 2 days. We may see snow again, since our low temperatures are predicted to get down in the 22 and 31 range. But the rest of winter, it looks to be pretty much, yeah, it seems to be a pretty mild winter, so to speak. Not super cold temps. No real heavy snow really in the forecast. We've yet to have frozen ground, so we've still been able to work the ground if we needed to. We got all of our ground worked, but we've got this conveyor extended all the way. The unloading conveyor is extended all the way, but we obviously have this conveyor here, which is not extended very much at all. This conveyor here is not extended at all, and in fact we're unloading halfway up the conveyor, so we've got plenty of room to continue to move down. Basically what we've worked out here is the conveyor is going to basically where this is starting to smooth down, this back ridge. Obviously the rest of this will pick up. We'll jump in that conveyor and wheel it back a little bit. We should be able to pretty much keep the operation going fairly non-stop, as long as we're down here babysitting the whole thing. We did have a great demand on compost, but we weren't able to take advantage of that. I don't know if I mentioned that in the previous segment or not. But this episode is kind of going to be in chunks. Not a lot going on beyond emptying this bunker. We haven't messed anymore with our pellet production, our pallet production down at the pellet plant. We have been caring for our animals. As you can see, we've topped them off the other day. We're out of grass now, so our cows are reduced production, but we do need to take some milk up there. We could fire up the compost master again here in a little bit. We got almost 60,000 liters of manure, but we are using our conveyor belt that we use for manure over here at the bunker. So let's just show you what we've got. So we've been emptying. This is the 4th day that we've been working down at the BGA. Got almost 75 or 72,500 here, 144,000, 108,000, and 11,000 so far today as far as biogas income. It's been a couple days since we sold some milk, so we're going to need to sell some more milk here. So that'll give you a little bit of an idea where our income is coming from. And I've been thinking about fields now. We've got, we got over $1 million of money. Got plenty of money here. We can kind of invest some more. in some fields. So I was looking at field 14. You know, I've been looking at that field. Well, that one is 655,000. That put a pretty big chunk out of our money there. Looking at field 13, that's a fairly big field. It's 1,036,000. That would basically take our entire nest egg. I was looking up here at field 1 or 2. It's up here by our pellet factory. So field 1 is only $423,000, and field 2 is $364,000. I thought about one of these two fields we could buy up and maybe put grass in to support our let's see, what's in these fields. Got wheat in this field. So if we bought this field, we could use it for straw, pellets, and this field also has wheat in it. So if we bought each of these fields, or either of these fields, we would have wheat for straw. So that's a pretty good option to do, is to buy those fields for their straw. Got over here, field 4. Got barley in field 4. So any three of these fields could give us straw for our pellet process. Then field 5, I was looking at field 5 for, that one's got wheat in it. Field 6. 6 would be a great field for, now that we've got pigs, 6 would be a great field. It doesn't have anything in it. So field 6 would be a great field for potatoes. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and buy that one up. It's $60-some thousand. There we go. So we now own field 6. We're going to put potatoes in that once we are in a position to be able to do that. Let's go ahead and I'm in the wrong conveyor belt. Go ahead and move this one back here. Can keep picking up. Yep. Let's see, we got some room there. Let's go ahead and jump in this one. Where are we at? Oh. Extend this one. So we'll just keep that one running. Now we've got our potato field. We need to obviously at some point buy ourselves a potato planter. Yeah, with our planters. Sewing machines, so we're going to need to at some point buy ourselves a potato planter. We'll probably end up leasing one of these since we're not going to need it. Well, that one. Or this one. This one. $1,800 to lease it. $5,000. So we'll probably end up leasing this particular potato planter. And when can we seed these things? Once we hit 41 degrees, as early spring. Oh, we only have early to mid-spring. We've got to have them in the ground by late spring, or we're done. So, something good to know about. Plan that out. Said we were looking at one of these two fields. Let's see these. 5.62. 6.5 square. This one will be really good. Let's go ahead and buy this one up. Go. So now we're going to use this wheat for straw, and it's fully fertilized. That's great. It's been plowed. We'll have to check and see if it needs plowing. It does need plowing, so we're not going to get a 100% growth off of it, but we'll get enough growth to get a fair amount of straw off of it for our straw factory to keep ourselves busy. So it's just going to be more babysitting this thing for the next little bit. We'll come back once we've got it nearly empty to kind of wrap up the BGA and give you a grand tally of what we've earned. So guys, we are almost down to the wire now. We almost have everything cleared out of this bunker. It's been a complete pain in the tail. And as always, the last little bit is the worst. Got this thing keeps stopping on us. Belts keep moving. Just gonna fight through and see if we can't get this thing cleared out and put this behind us. Don't really know why those belts keep moving. I had to put a tractor on the one side there to kind of pin it down. But we only have 25,000 liters left of 1.6 million. It's back over here. Last little bits. Keep an eye on this darn conveyor. I have to say this modded conveyor has not been the problem. Darn in-game conveyors are the biggest conveyor problem. Other than the fact that it took just absolutely forever to have done this, could have made loads more money if we had taken the silage to the compost master and sold it there, or basically made compost out of it, sold it there. But that would have just taken way too long. I think we're going to be stuck running the conveyor back and forth to get this last little bit. But in total, it's been 4 days to empty 2 bunkers. One bunker was full and the other bunker had just a couple 100,000 liters in it. Finally, we have all the bunkers empty. Only took 4 days to get all that done, and we're gonna go ahead and disconnect from all these darn things. And we'll put these conveyor belts away. Probably use them next year. Store them right here for now. That one off. Here. So if y'all have any great tips, tricks, or hints on conveyors, everything was working pretty good up until the point where I had like 3 or 4 of these hooked up, and then I ran into all kinds of problems. Right? This one swung around. Parked over here. So we don't have it turned to. There's a magic button you could hit to fold these things up. Right. Right. So yeah, if anybody's got some good hints on conveyors and how to keep them from sliding, that was the biggest problem. Is I couldn't. They kept wanting to slide and move around. I thought if we kind of extended them up on these arms, on these wheels, that would help. That didn't seem to help much at all. Well, when I get this other one parked up here, we'll go over and check out the money situation. See how we fared. Did buy fields 2 and 6, and I'm eyeing field 14, which is a field that we talked about before. So park him here. I think I'd have had much better luck if I just used a bunch of those modded conveyor belts. One that we used for the manure, and it takes bales and whatnot. I think I'd have had much better results if I could have used that. But yeah, I put this tractor here because they kept wanting to roll, and they would slide all the way over to one side of the bunker or over to the other side of the bunker. Have to constantly disconnect them, get them all straight again, and hook them back up. Which of course, every time you stop unloading, and the price of silage drops, and it was just a big mess. Big mess. Some way to basically park these things in such a way that they don't slide. Now we got these parked. 16. That one. One of these things is engine running. That one. Oh no. 8016, but I don't know which one it is. That one. Don't worry with that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our money situation. So, our finances. Let's see, how did we fare with our silage? Let's bring up our calculator. Handy dandy calculator app. And let's see here. We started out with 72,458, and then that was our most productive day. Then 103, 101. So $426,000, $428,000 from silage. Not too bad when you figure that this is on hard mode, and the best price that I saw was around $250 per 1,000 liters. So that's not a huge, huge price by any stretch of the imagination for 1.8 million liters of silage. But you know, you do what you can. And now we can focus on our hay pellets and everything. This one's on too. Let's turn our wheel loader off. We had the wheel loader over here. We were trying to scoop in silage. Put everything away here tomorrow. Just going to drive this back to the farm and get it set up so that we can bring a load of manure over here to the compost master tomorrow. And then tomorrow will be spent basically palletizing pellets and whatnot. See, we got quite a bit of digestate now. 563,000 liters, almost 564,000 liters. I guess we get let's go through here. Let's go this way. I guess we get a half of our silage kind of turns into digestate, maybe. That would be about the right ratio, I think. For that, oh man, I'm just such an eager hurry to get home. With this BGA business, you know, past us, and I'm running into everything. I'm going to go, when we get back to the farm, I'm going to go ahead and look at this price of this field 14. See what it's going to cost us. I think I remember it was 640 some thousand. Either that or 680,000. One of the two. That should leave us with 100,000 or 80,000 in cash. Plus, if we go and sell this load of manure, then we will have another 140 some thousand probably off of that. And then of course we got all of our got all of the pellets to sell. You have plenty of revenue making opportunities still available to us halfway through winter. So if you like this video, please consider clicking the like button. If you are not already a subscriber and you'd like to see more of this type of content, please click subscribe. And we do Let's Play videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on Midtown, USA. And then we do map videos every Tuesday and Thursday. So let's take a look at this field, like I said, before we go. So here we are. Field 14. Field 14 and 655,000. Let's go ahead and buy that up. All right. So silage has allowed us to basically buy 3 fields, fields 2, 6, and 14. So we'll go ahead and save on out, and I'll see you next time. Until next time, happy farming.